Welcome back everybody to another episode of Ace Attorney. We're on the final case of the final game. Let's do this shit. I'm enjoying this so fucking much. Alright, I love this game. Alright, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely. Oh yeah, we were playing as Edgeworth, I remember. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help you in any way I can. First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? That last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple. Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So was you? But why? What made you go out of to Dusky Bridge? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. What? Bro, are you serious? Just before the trial though? Oh, I got myself some snacks. Iris, I can't tell you about that yet. Oh, you're the one who burned the bridge down. Yet? Not until her safety is confirmed. Oh, what? Her? The safety of the acolyte. Oh, Maya. The acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elisa Jackson? No matter what, no matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. You say that, Dahlia Hathorn. As I thought, no psycholocks. Very well. So, has she really changed? It is my job to get the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. Oh shit, here we go. Oh, Larry's gonna be here now. I swear, if he mucks up this trial. I have some snacks, I'll start eating. Court will now reconvene. Ms. Von Karma, where is the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior? Oh, there we go. He was sketching something very intensely. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman. With a demonic face and a vicious whip. Oh. I wonder. I can only presume. Anyway. It's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Oh my god. Lars Jackson, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Your sketches in contempt of this court. Hey! I was just artistically out! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena. Correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, training out in the mountains. I'm only down here because the city, here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use this technical term for the color Viridian. Larry. This isn't an art store now, is it? I know. I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Please whip him again. Working in the fields. I presume he wanted to say field work, I hope. That's it. Thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Or, to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Ow! Ow! I'm sorry, he kind of deserved that. Stop your pathetic blabbling and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify, now! Well, this is too much for me. I was at the lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stairs that night. At the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I, edgy? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody, nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? Why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else? Miss Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized that for himself. Just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy. Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Oh shit. All right, here we go. Cross-exam time. Whatever is the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. So, witness, any idea as to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. The rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right? Even Edgeworth's like, what the hell, bro? See? You can do it if you try. Ouch! There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge. A number of times. How many? Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes. Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hole that night. You bet. Real love is about weighting your heart in your hands. Love, you say. It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter. But blackmail? No, that was simply a product of overflowing love. Ah! You huffy, puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy, puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering and whining wuss of a witness. Huh, yeah. Well, you see, being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all. Probably because it's true, but I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, you really didn't see it? Hey, no need to hit your desk, I can hear you. I didn't see it. I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, say snowmobile for me, please. Snowmobile. If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? Shut up. What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me. It seems that I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans. You didn't meet anyone? That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this. And I'm just here to buy some verity and pain, okay? Come on, I expect those crimson lake faces now. It would appear that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. It seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice through his obvious contradictions and keep things moving along. Alright. This didn't look too contradictory though. But this is Larry, so... Okay, so this obviously this line was full of contradictions, but none of them mattered in the end. I walked to the bridge a number of times. I didn't see a snowmobile. This has to be the contradiction. He's stuttering. But how? Oh, you know what? Wasn't the snowmobile at the gate when Larry went to pick up the phone. Phoenix was told to pick up the phone, but then he ran across the bridge and then fell, and then Larry was told to go to the bridge. Larry ran to Cole. Was the snowmobile there or not there at the time? That depends. Well, do we have any evidence proving that? No, the snowmobile was there. It would have been there, right? Is it this? No, it's not that, because the snowmobile is not in the right place. Obviously not that. Obviously not that. Obviously not that. There's no snowmobile on the map. So it has to be a person then. Okay, it's either then... Wait, who... Okay, she was the one who told, Phoenix Wright to report it, right? So it's either her or Phoenix Wright that... well, no. She wouldn't know that Larry was the one that called it, so it has to be Phoenix Wright then. I think I did wrong, actually. Wait. I didn't see a snowmobile. Oh, wait, no. It was this one. There. Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. Damn, Edgeworth. I'm sorry, but having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened to cross a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me, in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. God damn, everybody just hating on Larry. The reality will not change. But, what do you want me to do, then? Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue, is all I need from you. Edgy, I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. I'll ask again, then. Witness, what did you see on the night of the murder? Oh shit, again? Alright. What I saw part 2. Okay. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been around 10:30. Autopsy? Alright. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. What? I looked out of the window and saw Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. Really? I thought you ran from. I thought you ran from the what do you call it? The shack to Dusky Bridge. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say? Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. I never know what that man. I never know what that man. He should be called lucky or unlucky. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination. Oh yeah, she didn't know that. What do you call it? Phoenix fell off a burning bridge into 40 feet below into a river. What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half? Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess, of course. Excited? Dare I even ask? I set the meeting time at 10 o'clock, right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought you might come early, too. Well, it appears she didn't come at all, in the end, because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they? Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart. Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. but I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her. This light was, of course, lightning. Like, kerpow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. Or a little like that. That's more like a punch from Miranda. Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge? Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so... Seeing that, what did you do? What do you think? I was burning up as well, from the fire in my heart, and that's why we went to take a look at the bridge. Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind. I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had first witness. Wait, what? Didn't you say here, what do you call it? Didn't you say it stopped? Oh, it stopped snowing. Never mind, not thunder. There was still some thunder. Okay. You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell and the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge? Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk. And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. Well, should I press him for a little more info? Why didn't you call anyone? So why suddenly thought? So you suddenly thought to check out the bridge? Does this mean you initially had no intention of doing so? Well, yeah, I guess it does. It was really cold. I didn't really want to go out there. If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning. In which case, please give testimony to that effect, witness. My reasoning? Okay. Reasoning, is it? I thought I'd never get another chance to see something so burning. So big burning. Wait, what? And Dusky Bridge was on fire. So you decided to go and see what was happening. That's right. We're talking about a massive suspension bridge burning into high heaven. That's not something you see every day. A real really special. Can we really trust the witness who is unable to pronounce spectacle? Life seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt. Well, my motto is to hit life back as hard as I can. Yeah! I'll give you a few hits too, if you'd like, with my whip. He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of a heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth. Were there even windows there? What? I swear I don't remember any windows. Well, there probably were, but I don't remember. Tell me about the burning bridge. Larry still isn't telling the whole truth. What matter did we press him on again? It was this matter, right? Hold up. Why didn't you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Yeah, okay. A reason. My reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone. I just didn't have time to, okay? What? I arrived at the bridge, and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Still some thunder. I don't remember how we became friends though. Shut up less than a minute later. Wouldn't that be like, what do you call, wouldn't it actually have taken like 30 minutes, I feel? I feel like it would have taken 30 minutes, no? Well, that depends when Nick woke up. Around 10:30. So 10:30, Nick would have showed up. No, I didn't mean to click that. 10:30. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. At least I think so. Oh, this is wrong actually, because what do you call it? The lightning came at wait, never mind, I'm wrong. Wait. Oh shit. What the fuck? Wait. Is it this? Wait, what does this say? Why can't I understand? Okay, so wait. No. Snow was to 10:50, and then 10 to 11 was lightning. So it had an overlap of. Wait, no, but this doesn't make sense. What? So this is 10:30. Okay, so it would have been 20 minutes. When the snow would have. It would have been 20 minutes, right? Wait. 10:30. The snow stopped 10:50. Okay, so it was snowing for 20 minutes after this. No, all right. So let's do some math. So if this is at 10:30, all right, and then 10 to 10:50, what do you call it? That would have been a 20-minute break. Between 20 minutes, well, let's look at this. There was an overlap of 50 minutes, and that's not the correct thing. Okay, so there was a gap of okay, yeah, 50 minutes. So 50. Wait. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge around 10:45. All right. He claims. Oh, I found it. Okay, I found the contradiction. So he claims that it was 10. He showed up less than a minute later, and then Phoenix actually fell from the burning bridge. If this was a minute later, then what do you call it? It would have been like still before 10:45, right? So then this is contradictory. Or is this the one that's contradictory? Because this has the actual time. It's either this or it's the final one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go for this one. Let's try it. Please. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was worried. Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. What the? Hey, Edgy. You make me sound like some sort of alien. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is the time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is that correct? Yeah. Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but no more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes for the shack from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. There we go, Edgy. This is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at the time. Excuse me. I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm lost in... It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. Nuh-uh. In which case, it could have been earlier than that. What's your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma? The slope ahead is slippery. For there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Oh really? I didn't see that. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means, what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now then, what happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by a toilet splashback. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Oh my god, Larry, bro. Stop fucking around and do this shit correctly. Order, arrive! So, there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why, then, did you not report the accident? Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That's what it sounds like. Ah, but this is Larry we are talking about, and even if he is incapable of being so stupid, which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought. You've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes. I may really say it this time. Then say it. Oh shit, here we go. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? Oh shit, here we go. Larry, bro, just tell us the truth. I'm an adjustment. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped into a frenzy of art. The shock and the awe I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up. I suppose artists can be strange folk. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch, including the truth, from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. You'll regret this, Edgy. I'll see about this. Alright, here we keep going. Tell us, Larry. My name is Loris. Get it right. Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am. Or you're used by the ladies. Shut it. Just who exactly are you? I'm Loris Dioxnum, apprentice extraordinaire. Extraordinaire. That's what he calls himself. In any case. Then you are an artist? Of course, I'm an artist. The real thing. Yet again, that's what he calls himself. Names mean nothing. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing? That is a very big issue, indeed. Sketching? The burning bridge? The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, don't you, Edgy? You'll regret this. The sketch of mine is... Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. Oh, what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. This does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Okay, look at the sketch. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, oh well. Even I couldn't have imagined it'd turn out like this. Bro, Larry, imagine what? That Loris Jackson's debut would take place here today like this. Wow! Show it, now. Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Loris Jackson. Who the hell is flying in the sky? What is that? Who's that fire lady? Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Ms. Von Karma? Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate looking figure? Ah, you spotted that? I told you mine. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris, what? I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan our future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that? What do you mean flying like that? Larry, please answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. Larry, bro. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Hi, the girl. She's really high up in this picture. Larry! Ah! What was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly. I mean, we have seen this case before, except it wasn't really flying. Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth. What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not? Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. Let us get back to the cross-examination by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I have another reason to remember this moron. Well, what did you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away from me. Oh, shit. Now, hurry up and cross-examine him. Oh my god, okay. Tell us, Larry. My name is Loris, get it right. Mistakes like that will keep you from... Oh, this again. Could the reason you were so excited be... What do you think? My girlfriend was flying through the sky, almost 30 feet above the bridge. I felt like I might start flying myself. If only you'd be so kind as to fly out of all of our lives. Anyway, I completely lost myself when I was drawing this scene. Just where did you see the sight from? Hey, needed a shout. When I was lying in bed at that rundown shack, the crack of the lightning bolt made me realize that the bridge was burning. I just watched it for a while from there, thinking how nicely it was burning. Then after about 5 minutes, I saw it. The defendant flying. That's right. That's when I decided to go to the bridge. I see. That all makes sense. Aside from the sketch itself. Yes, the sketch doesn't make any sense. I just need to convince the artist that his work is ludicrous. You transferred everything directly onto the page, and that is this sketch here. Yep, it's sensational, isn't it? Or should that be scandalous? I put my mind at ease, anyway. It did? That's right. The reason she didn't come to me, even though I waited for her, was because she was trapped on the other side of the bridge. Could it be that Iris undertook that dangerous, desperate flight in order to reach me? That's gotta be it. Alright, go me. Now! Continue, please. You forgot the passage of the time to that extent, didn't you? Well, once I got caught up in something, I tend to forget everything else. That's true. He's always been that way. I guess he's not lying about that, at least. Phoenix Wright appeared on the scene after 11:15. If he was drawing until then, that dispels all doubt. Aside from doubts of his humanity, there is a big clue waiting for me in this cross-examination. Really? This testimony does nothing less than mock the court. Yeah, but I am sure that there is a vital kernel of truth hidden in it somewhere. Okay. For White Hood. Oh, I have found it already. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew that exactly as what I saw. I'll give you the whole dollar that it's the truth. If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain. You owe me $1 now. What might that be? That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. The rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that the stealing angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. What? It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench. Bro, he no fool. He's a badass in a defense attorney position. Larry, there's something that you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest that it was Wright who took flight? Phoenix Wright. What are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why Nick, you dog! Oh, he finally found out. I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into the garbage. What is it now, witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you. What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive. Yeah, when I hear that from Larry, I can only picture the most dumbass evidence ever. Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Louis Duxnam, shall prove it. I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in the sketch. Well, one thing is that the defendant is made out of fire, but it shows your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain. You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me. Proof that Iris flew. Bro, it's so interesting seeing inside of Edgeworth's head like this. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost the crystal sphere that night. Oh shit. Bro, Larry! Crystal sphere? This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers, why does it have blood on it? That's fear. Where did you find it? Let me see. Around here, somewhere. Looks about right. and it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I went to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. What? Blood? You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Bro, you've been getting destroyed by me this entire trial. What are you on about? Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Didn't want you to be called Loris. Didn't you want to be called Loris EDGEWORTH only a few minutes ago? Oh shit, cross-examination time? Alright, here we go. Proof that Iris flew. Boom! Alright, let's just hold everything. So, you went to the burning bridge. That's right, to meet Iris. She actually flew to get me, to me. The least I could do was meet her halfway, and she didn't even meet you in the end. But the defendant was not at the bridge when you got there, you say. I guess she went back to Hazakura Temple. She's a girl, after all. She must have wanted to look her best. It must be lovely to live in a fantasy land of Larry's mind. Actually, it's so depressing that I can't even work up the energy to point. So, what did you do next? So you searched all over for her. She was flying pretty high, you know. I thought maybe she slipped on her landing and got hurt. Hey, it was more than possible. Also, when I headed out to the shack for the first time, I was snacking on a banana. I was pretty sure I threw the peel somewhere around there. So just so you know. Can one guy really be this stupid? So, did you find any signs of her so-called landing? I don't really remember. I kept on falling over myself and kinda lost it for a while there. You fell over yourself. Yeah, the snow was deep and there was even a banana peel out there. Yep, there's stupid, and then there's a Larry Butts. The short of it is that you didn't find any signs of her landing, correct? Then what happened next? Half buried. It was sitting in the snow with little gathered on top of it. It was very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out too. I'm impressed. You did well to find it. No matter what you might think when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius security guard. I used a pen light I borrowed from my company to help in my search, and it sparkled really brightly as if it were saying, "Here I am," to me. It does indeed look very much like the crystal sphere on Iris's hood, yeah. But don't we still have that crystal sphere? Yeah, it's still right here. Wait a second. Oh, I found the contradiction. The crystal sphere is not from this hood at all. It's from here. I'm sure that was Iris simply wearing a spare hood. Each nun is assigned their own hood, and they are assigned only one. I don't know anything about that, okay? And Iris is special, alright, dude? Even if she did steal a spare hood, I'll forgive her. This is getting us nowhere. Our destination for the day, it seems. However, this crystal sphere was nowhere near the bridge. That is a fact. If it didn't come from the hood, where could it have come from? That is the question I am aiming to answer. No one else could have lost the crystal sphere that night. Okay, so is this picture the evidence? Or is the staff the evidence? Okay, let's submit both, but I'll submit the picture first. Okay, yeah. Larry, that night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who is this stupid idiot? Miss Elisa Jackson, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar looking crystal sphere. Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. Ouch! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have just one like it on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal sphere. It's gone. What? He just changed his emotions like a bunch of times. Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris, after all. She was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Diaxnum. A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You can't do that. I saw it with my own two eyes. And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it was as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Diaxnum was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, the sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all. Miss Franziska von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe that has nothing to do with the case. That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is the exact same reason that he drew this. That he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No. All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. She makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Diaxnum left Hazukura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Yes, I can. No, it's impossible. Before the murder took place. Can I prove it though? Before the murder took place. Step is not even there. Wait, hold up. Half covered in snow. Oh, it was half covered. Oh, I see. Can I check this thing? Can I? No, that's the wrong thing. Where's the weather data? Yep. Snow to, it was like 1050. Where's the autopsy? Yeah. So this should be the evidence then, right? Or should it be the weather report? I think it's this, because what do you call it? It says that it was half covered in snow, right? Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's what Phoenix Wright do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. You'll do what? That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered. That should come as no surprise. Because right now, I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. Well, I already know what it is. This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. 1. When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing. On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there's no snow on the victim's body. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. What? I mean, he is Edgeworth after all. He can do this shit easy. Order, order, order. On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose. What? What could have that been? The sphere. There is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness. Just who is the fool, and which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. That's not exactly true, now is it? To put it more precisely, what you saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That's the same thing! No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. If the statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. At least Dexnim's body was found in a Hazakura Temple. On foot it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all the way? Oh, the snowmobile! I made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. Well, actually no, they couldn't have used the snowmobile because only Iris has the key, right? I just need to prove that my version of the event is also perfectly plausible. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple. Bro, what? This is actually kind of... You know, I was going to say the snowmobile, but that's probably wrong, right? Oh, I'm losing so much of the bar. What if I just kind of say... Oh, I can't say... It has to be the snowmobile. That's the only thing I can think of. On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could have also been used to carry a body. Order, order, order! This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? Oh, Edgeworth has a plan. You're too late, Franziska Von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation. What? Where was the victim? At least Dexnim really killed? If her body was moved, where, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Do you even need to think about that? Such a critic could never tell the could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on the lowest, one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is amourn. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy, thank you. That settles it, then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There was one reason, and one alone, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what it was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't have had a frenzy whipping me all the— Ow! Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. What a shame. You frenzy! This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You are an affront to all— Oh! I demand satisfaction. Oh! She seems to have whipped, what do you call it? She seems to have whipped Larry to unconsciousness just like she whipped Wright to unconsciousness in the first game. I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have this word here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigation by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, right? Bro, it was so much fun playing with Edgeworth. Court is now adjourned. This is one moment I will always miss from this game. For playing with Edgeworth was some of the best moments of my life. Back to investigation. Alright. So, I'm gonna stop right there, alright? If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and bye for now.